When justice lies in human hands, the line between savior and destroyer is thinner than you think. Nietzsche once warned, "Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster." A sentence that seems distant, yet it mirrors human nature perfectly. When we believe we are doing the right thing, we often grant ourselves permission to cross every boundary. The true danger isn't in the monsters out there, but in the moment we start believing we have the right to define good and evil. One day, someone discovered a power that could make every sinner kneel. At first, he only wanted to cleanse the world, to end pain, blood, and lies. But with every name written, every life erased, he slowly erased himself. Justice turned into obsession. Idealism turned into madness. And beneath the blinding light of ambition, no one could tell anymore. Who was the monster? The punished, or the one holding the pen? It rained in Tokyo that day. Heavy, cold raindrops fell through the dim glow of streetlights. People hurried under umbrellas, avoiding the wet pavement. Among them walked a young man, calm but distant, his sharp eyes betraying a mind far older than his 20 years. His name was Raito. Everyone said he was brilliant, top of his class, composed, disciplined. No one knew that inside his leather bag lay a notebook that could kill. He had found it in the schoolyard, a black notebook, its cover cold as ash. On it, a strange line was written. Death Note. The human whose name is written in this note shall die. At first, he laughed. What a stupid prank. But that night, watching a news report about a wanted murderer, Raito decided to test it just to see. He wrote the man's name. The next morning, the news announced the killer's sudden death, heart attack. Silence filled the room. Raito stared at the damp ink on the page. A chilling thought crept into his mind. Could this be the power of God? From that night on, criminals began dying one after another. Each evening, the yellow lamp cast shadows over Raito's face as his pen carved through the paper like a blade. Their names, one line. Their deaths, one headline. People started calling the mysterious killer Kira, the judge. Kira became an obsession. Some trembled in fear, others knelt in worship. To many, Kira was justice, a divine hand punishing evil. And to Raito, Kira was himself. One night, as rain fell against the window, a voice echoed through the empty room. Enjoying yourself, Raito? From the shadows emerged a creature, gray skin, red eyes, wings dark as burnt ash. Ryuk, the Shinigami, true owner of the notebook. He grinned, voice rasping like wind scraping bone. You've killed hundreds. Have you ever wondered what makes you different from them? Raito's gaze was cold. Of course I'm different. I kill to build a better world. Ryuk chuckled. Oh, that's what every monster says, before realizing it's become one. The words rippled through the air like a pebble dropped in still water. No answer came, only a silence that grew deeper. Inside Raito's mind, a faint voice whispered, if justice belongs to those who kill, who will judge you? And then he appeared, Liam, the genius detective who dared to challenge Kira. No notebook, no divine power, only logic and a madness called truth. The battle began. One wielded death, the other reason. Every glance, every question, every cup of coffee set on the table was a strike. No one knew who was winning, only that each move cut closer to the edge of a knife. But as the game dragged on, Raito realized something terrifying. He no longer killed for justice. He killed for control, for the intoxicating power of deciding who lived and who died. He no longer wanted a better world. He wanted his world. One night, Raito caught his reflection in the mirror. His eyes were hollow, so empty he barely recognized himself. In that moment, Raito and Kira, the dreamer and the judge, became one. Justice had turned into obsession. The dream had become an addiction. He had gone too far. Yet, like all who drown in power, Raito still believed he was in control. Until the truth unraveled. His plan collapsed. His allies betrayed him. Amid flashing lights and blaring sirens, Raito laughed. A thin smile, sharp as a blade. Even if I die, the world will still tremble at the name Kira. A gunshot rang out. Blood spread across the cold concrete floor. Ryuk stood silently, opening the notebook once more. He wrote the final name, Raito Yagami. The boy died smiling. The smile of someone who once believed he was God, but never realized, in fighting monsters, he had become the last one. Sometimes, the line between righteousness and fanaticism is thinner than a strand of hair. When we become too consumed by destroying evil, we risk losing ourselves and turning into the very thing we hate. True justice doesn't come from power. It comes from compassion. Have you ever believed you are right enough to do anything to prove it? And if, in your fight against evil, you had to cross moral lines, would you still be good? Think about it. If you held absolute power, would you save the world or destroy it?